What is up, my fellow Patreon members? I am so excited to be filming this video for you. I know it's been a while. I appreciate your patience. I've been trying to post on here as often as I can. I am a homeschooling mom and a mom of 8, so life is pretty chaotic most times, but I really truly enjoy sharing my content of my planners, so I've been really trying to prioritize that. So I really appreciate your support here on Patreon. If you follow me on my YouTube and my Instagram, I am truly grateful, and I do try my best to stay on top of things. But I wanted to film a quick updated planner system video. This will probably go live for my Patreon members first, and then I will probably upload it to my YouTube at later date. But I wanted to give you guys first look. So this is my A5 Stalogy. This is my Hobonichi Weeks. My Hobonichi Weeks is my little treat at the end of the day that I update. It's also my on-the-go planner if I want to carry this. So if I want to throw down some future dates, I will put it in my Hobonichi Weeks, and that all that information will just get stored here. And then my A5 Stalogy is my everyday carry. So if I want to carry this, I'll carry it around. But I don't have obviously all the months and weeks set up here because it's just a grid notebook. So that's what my weeks is for. Next year I might do something different. I did order an A5 Slim Stalogy monthly booklet from, I think it's called Love Well. They had it in stock. You can also get it on Amazon Japan. I've never done that before, but you can pre-order it there. Love Well is supposed to ship it like sometime in September, it says. I hope soon. I have not gotten a notification yet. But yeah, so my weeks came into play because we all kind of do that this time of year when the Hobonichi launch happens. It's like, oh, let's pull out the weeks again. And I did have one for 2025 that I was using back in May. So I already had it set up, and so I pulled it out. I was like, this will be perfect companion to my A5 Stalogy. My A5 Stalogy is kind of everything. My weeks, I always crave more space when I'm solely in my weeks, so them together is kind of the best of both worlds. I will update this at the end of the day, update it if I have a future appointment, and then I'm updating this constantly, just as needed. So this one is not really like open and being updated in real time. It's just updated when I have stuff to update it with, if that makes sense. So I just changed my cover. I did have a hand stitched leather cover on this. I bought it originally for the Commit 30 A5, and the A5 Stalogy fits perfectly in there. Not with, I haven't tried it with the cover, the plastic cover from Cat Espresso Co, but I was kind of craving just the simplicity of this cover, the white floral. I know she opened her shop recently. I don't know if she's still open, but she's kind of intermittent because of just life, but which is totally understandable. But I did want to print out this Plan With Me freebie, the spooky season, and I thought this would be a really nice cover to just showcase that in the black of the Stalogy. This is a Virgo and paper sticker that I stuck down. And then my daughter gave me some stickers, and I thought it was so cute, so I put it on the back of my Stalogy. I do have a binder clip for my pen loop and my Uni Jetstream and the 0.7 nib. This comes in a 4-pack. It was on sale on Amazon. I can link it down below. It was like $3.47 for the 4-pack. I love the Uni Jetstream, but the 1 point is sometimes too thick for me, so the 0.7 is awesome. To kind of eliminate the weeks, I'm testing out an Annie Plans Printables Standard TN monthly, and that's what I'm carrying in my Stalogy in case I want to just carry this with me. I have an obsession with the Hobonichi, but for some reason I can't use it solely, so this just kind of like, you know, lets me play in the Hobonichi Weeks, kind of scratch that itch. But my A5 Stalogy is like my true love planner. And so if I want to just carry this, I've got a monthly, it's fine. I did make some half sheets. It's the B6 size, so it fits perfectly lengthwise, but it works just fine in any planner. So I have some just little notes half sheets that I created. I did print out some Plan With Me freebies along with the ghost. I love these, and this is a Virgo and paper vinyl sticker. I've just got some random bits here. I've got some Clever Gal Craft stickers. This is from Target, and then this is just from a paper pack. I love pink, Virgo and paper, and just some stickers I had. This is a cardstock from a paper pack I have. I've been trying to use what I have. I have been buying some new things for 2026, but this is all just stuff that I've had. Sticky notes that came in an order from Christina Loves Planning. It was a 3-pack of these 3 colors. I think that's actually the same color. But anyway, it's a 3-pack of pink circle sticky notes. And then, yeah, just some things. I put a little sticker pocket here. Oh, I have one here too. I get these from Target in the dollar section when it's back to school. More Plan With Me freebies, those monthlies that I like to just check off. I do have some icons. It's a date night and an appointment icon from PMD Stickers. She's based in Australia. So if you're in the US, keep that in mind because it can take a while to get to you. And then I have a Sterling Ink, that yearly overview that comes with a common planner. And then a future log for, yes, future appointments, but it's just really small, so it's kind of like big picture. September, and then my September highlights, which is like gratitude. So I still am doing the horizontal with the weekly to-dos, and I'm going to switch it up for October, so you'll see that. But I recently just made this pencil board. I do have an actual Hobonichi pencil board, but I got this fall paper pack from Michaels, and it's pink fall. I don't know the exact name of it, but it's gorgeous. It was on sale for like $4.99, which is awesome. It's the 12x12 paper pack, and I wanted this style. It's the fall leaves foiled with pink, and it's totally on brand. So I made that for myself, and this one was from the same paper pack. It's gold foil pumpkins and a darker pink. So this, I have my appointments, I have my to-dos, I have homeschool stuff, notes, weekly, monthly, daily, journaling. If I have my journal in a separate book, I'm not going to want to keep up with it. So having my journaling in my planner and having enough space works for me. Yeah, this is just work. So I could do a B6 Stalogy, but it's not enough space on one page for me to have my to-dos, things I'm tracking, and journaling. I would have to use 2 pages, and that's just, I don't know. I would probably go through more Stalogies that way, and I like this A5 size because I can have it all in here. And it's not too cumbersome to carry around. So that's kind of how I'm working with it. And my journaling, if I need more long form journaling, I set aside a page per week. So that's how I'm kind of using this. I made some notes. I want to do a comparison as to why I love Stalogy, why I landed on this, why this works versus like the cousin and things like that and other A5 journals. But that's probably going to be another video because I think it's going to be too long. And I use sticky notes as needed. I use stickers. I will pre-decorate my dailies ahead of time, and then when I have a second, if I feel like it, I'll go back in and add more if I want. And so this week I'm kind of doing something different. I'm tracking water, my Instagram followers and my YouTube followers, and then I'm using Tiny Birch Studio Habit Tracker sticky notes. And then you're seeing first glance as to this different setup for next week. So this was inspiration from Miranda Plans, I believe, on Instagram. She utilizes her planner so amazingly. I believe she has either the N2 or the N1 common planner, but she utilizes that space amazing. So I thought that's a great use of space. So hers is very similar. I changed a couple things. I have a to-do to buy school, my habit tracker as usual, and then instead of having my Instagram and YouTube tracker here on the side, I'm tracking it on the sidebar here. Faith tracker, dinners, and then stats. So it's sleep hours, the quality of my sleep, how many steps I've taken, calories I've eaten, calories I've burned, the deficit, and then my weight. And so all this stuff is tracked by my Oura ring. I don't have it on right now, but that's how I'm able to like kind of easily track this. I do track my calories, so I have that in a separate app, but I'm trying this out for next week and we'll see if I like it. It was kind of a long time to set up, but that's because it was my first time. So if I get into a groove, it might be okay. But that's how I'm utilizing my Stalogy. And I did partition out the pages. So I set aside 4 pages for the month. So it's the calendar, this is Sterling Ink freebie, monthly overview, and then the highlights. So I have 4 pages for the month, and then 2 pages for the week, and then 8 pages after that for my dailies, and then 1 page for journaling. So that's the 8 pages. So I have October, November kind of started in case I need to throw something down, and I did use pencil at the top of the page. Sierra at SM Plans recommended that, and I thought that was a great idea. So I have this many notes pages. I haven't checked, like I haven't written down my page numbers yet, but I have this much notes pages. And so what I did was I did a little washi page. I put in my holidays freebie. This is in my freebies Google Drive. And then just like notes that I need to keep track of. So like I was doing my YouTube video, practicing that spread like Miranda Plans was showing, so I was kind of figuring out how I wanted to use it and what I wanted to change. Birthday gifts for some of my kids. They were telling me they wanted shop ideas. And then if I need more space on my daily pages, I've been coming back here to my notes pages. So I'm kind of just dividing it up with a little sticker and writing down the date, and just on my daily page I will write down like continued on page 7 of my notes. So I am numbering my notes starting at page 1, and so I think of this as like a whole separate book kind of. So it's page 1 all the way to the end. I haven't done all the way to the end yet, but yeah, just so I know what page number my continuation lists are. But and I only number every other page, and I am numbering the front section, so I'm kind of like dividing it up. So yeah, if I need more space to journal, space to write my to-dos, I will go to the notes section in the back. And that's also where my half sheets came in. I was like, well, I could do some here, some more to-dos on half sheet, so that's what I did here. But I also came back here to the back and wrote it down because I was experimenting. So yeah, that is my system. It's fairly simple. I am doing a lot of experimenting, trying to find my groove and try to utilize the space best and make it work. So yeah, we'll see. I put in a few trackers for September back here, which for October, we'll see where I put those. But yeah, I've got some pen tests. I've got all of my sticky notes back here. And then in my weeks, this aside. In my weeks, it's very similar but condensed. So I've got my sticky notes, holidays, weight tracker, and then my monthlies as usual, appointments, birthdays, things like that. My weeklies have been looking like this. So my weeklies have been looking like this. So I've had a to-do section, exercise section, and notes, and then just appointments and to-dos. I made another pencil board, and I'm kind of using these Sterling Ink corner stickers for as we go along the week. I just like how that looks because it's pink. But for next week, I am trying Lindsay Scribble's setup. So on the sidebar, she has a tracker, which I always have a tracker, which is nice. So I put that at the top. I have 2 columns for to-dos, a section for my dinners, and then this will be for writing down things I need to buy in the grocery order. And I did section this part out for appointments, all-day events, and then I might try to journal here, but we'll see. So I'm trying that out for October. I set it up, and I like how that looks, and just experimenting, like I said. But my daily pages, I did the biggest change probably. I'm like, how can I fit more information in the weeks and kind of make this work with like micro journaling, to-dos, things like that. So I was thinking, how can I utilize the space better? How can I incorporate journaling, my to-dos? So it's kind of micro journaling back here. So what I've been doing, this was what I was doing before, and then now I'm doing this. So there's this line on the page of the Hobonichi Weeks, and to the left of that line I've got the date, I've got my meals that I track in my A5, and then I have micro journaling, things that happen that day that I want to write down. And then my to-dos on the right, and then above my to-dos I've got the appointments that I need to go to. So this is a good use of space because I've never liked writing across this line. It just kind of bugs me. So I've always just kind of kept this blank and written on this side of the line. So this kind of utilizes the space better, and I really like it. So, you know, if I was just in this book, I could make it work, but my handwriting is just naturally bigger, so I don't always want to write super small, hence the A5 Stalogy. So and I love the grid size of the Stalogy. I know some people don't, that's why they go with the B6, but I actually prefer the smaller grid in the A5. So anyway, I love this. This is probably my favorite daily page. Sometimes I'll put like a, you know, picture, but yeah, I absolutely love this. So that's my weeks. That's kind of how I'm using both planners. And they're interchangeable, but my A5 Stalogy is my go-to planner that I grab. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. Share with a planner friend. If you are on YouTube, thank you so much. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to see my future videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.